Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. Well, apparently, the Philadelphia Flyers probably saw my video, and they probably understood my frustration. And last night, they did the unthinkable. They won. They won. Last night, the Philadelphia Flyers faced off against the Washington Capitals. In the first period, the Washington Capitals got on the board first. In the second period, Travis Konecny gave the Flyers time to score up for the Philadelphia Flyers. And who else got the other goal? Trevor Zegras got the second goal, giving the Flyers the 2-1 lead. Going into the third, in that third period, Jamie Drysdale increased the Flyers' lead to 3-1. Late in the third, the Washington Capitals pulled their goalie for an extra attacker. This game was certainly big for the Washington Capitals, as Tom Wilson was doing everything he could to get the Capitals to wake up. Unfortunately for the Capitals, Owen Tippett got the empty net goal, giving the Flyers the 4-1 lead. The Flyers defeat the Washington Capitals 4-1. There are many things that I really liked about this game. In that game, the Flyers finally showed some guts in last night's game. Tom Wilson tried to go after every player on the Philadelphia Flyers last night. And the Flyers said, "You ain't doing that. Not in our backyard. You're not doing that." In the words of The Undertaker, the Philadelphia Flyers protected their yard last night. And that's what you gotta do when you're at home. You have to be like The Undertaker, and you have to protect your yard. And that's what the Flyers did last night. They showed that they were not going to back down. And that's all I ever wanted to see this team do, is to show some guts, show some balls. And last night, they certainly did. And I feel like they got my message in the last recap video that I did. So Flyers, I'm glad you got my message. It's about time that you woke up. Flyers still have a chance. They still have a chance. They still have a ways to go. But the key here is the Flyers have to go all out. They have to win all these games coming up to have a chance. They have a chance again. It's a slim chance. I think they're 6 points out, or 5 points out again. But I think this team, if they put everything that they have into this, they have a chance. If they put everything they have into this, they have a chance. I believe they have a chance. I believe they can do it. Yes, sometimes I'm happy when they win. I'm frustrated when they lose. But I am grateful to have that right as a fan to express my happiness when they win and express my frustration when they lose. That is passion. That is passion. And that is passion that I will always have. And that is the key to being a fan. Being happy when they win. Being honest about how they're doing. And showing your frustration when they lose. That is the passion of being a fan. And I am so happy and so grateful and so proud to have that right as a fan. And that's what makes a fan base a true fan base. Passion. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm happy about the win last night. I'm happy the Flyers showed some swagger last night. They showed a lot of guts last night. That is what I want to see this team to do. From this day forward, I want to see this team show more of that swagger in every game. More of that passion. And that is what we want. We want Flyers hockey. We want real, intense, determined, passionate Flyers hockey. That's how I feel about that. So good win last night. Flyers worked their asses off last night. I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm glad they got the win. As far as the playoff race goes, still a long shot. But it's up to the Flyers to determine what they do going forward right now. You gotta have hope. You gotta have faith. For the good times and the bad, you gotta be a fan. And that's how I feel about that. True fans stay true to their hockey team. Win or lose, for the good times and the bad, I love being a Flyers fan. And nobody will ever take that feeling away from me. Because I love what I do. I love making these videos. I love coming on here, expressing my happiness when they win, and expressing my anger when they don't win. Flyers, you played a damn good game last night. But you gotta keep it up. If you want to make the playoffs, you gotta keep going. There are no stop signs in the NHL. There are no red lights. In this league, you gotta keep going. You can't stop. You gotta keep winning. That's all I gotta say about that. Guys, thank you for joining me here on the Orange and Black Recap. I will see you on Friday when I'll be recapping the Philadelphia Flyers Minnesota Wild game. That game will be on tonight. That'll be at 8 p.m. That's right, 8 p.m. Some prime time Flyers hockey coming up tonight at 8 p.m. I will have the pregame report for that later today. So stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you for joining me here on the Orange and Black Recap. I will see you guys on Friday. Let's go Flyers!